Hi Aquarius, welcome to your love reading for March 2020. Let's go ahead and see what is coming up for you. This is a love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March 2020. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. Page of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. Nine of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. Queen of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. Ten of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. Two of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. Two of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. Ace of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. And the Four of Cups. Okay, what's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to hear about their love life for March 2020? The message that you have, Aquarius, is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands does represent waiting. And you kind of have, I've already pulled the cards, and I see a lot of messages here that tell me you have been waiting. You have the Two of Wands and now the Three of Wands. So some of you could be seeing something changing, a situation where you've been waiting for a long time for someone to make a decision. We'll come back to this card in a minute and see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. Let's go ahead and start at the top. And if you would like a private reading with me, just go to my website, channelguidance.com, and I'll put a link down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and just kind of look at it from here, because I see a lot of messages that, they tie in with each other. Right in the center of the reading, you have the Ten of Wands. Remember, I just told you you had the Three of Wands as the main energy, and you have the Two of Wands here, which tells me that the sign of Aquarius, you've been waiting for quite some time. Maybe you've been waiting for someone to make a decision, because you do have that message here. Someone has been refusing to make a decision, maybe about you, about your relationship, about your marriage. This is stuck energy. This is like the Hangman. This is someone who is making a very complicated decision. And I feel like the sign of Aquarius, you are tired. You are fed up with someone who is refusing to act, to make a decision. And I feel like, you've had enough. That is a message of the Ten of Wands. I've had enough of this situation. You do have an earth sign here. You have the Queen of Pentacles, which is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Male or female, sun, moon, or rising. It can also be you if you have a moon or rising in an earth sign. And again, you have this message of like, you have been waiting. You have been waiting for some time. You've been waiting for someone perhaps to make a very difficult decision. For some of you, this can be maybe that there is someone else. Perhaps you're waiting for someone to end a relationship or end a marriage to be with you. This is something that's highly, highly complicated. Or maybe this is someone that just does not want to make a decision as far as, perhaps committing to you. This is all kind of the same energy. Now, you also have here, again, you have this energy of waiting with the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. It's like you've been waiting for someone, to make a decision or take action. There's been slow movement here. You've got the Knight of Pentacles. There's been slow movement, slow progress. But you do have some type of communication for the month of March. You have the Page of Swords, which does represent honesty. Like someone's being completely honest. Like, this is why I've been putting you off. This is why I've not made a decision. This is why I've been running away from you. Because I do see someone here who has been very fear-based. You have the Nine of Wands. Someone who's been very protective and paranoid and kind of keeping you at a distance. And I feel like the sign of Aquarius, like you've had it here. You've had it with someone who is not really, taking action. I just realized you have the Two of Wands and the Two of Swords. To me, the twos represent decisions, choosing between two things, two people, two outcomes. Some of you, maybe you're waiting for someone to decide as far as they're going to be with you or they're going to be with someone else. And I feel like this has been making you highly unhappy. You have the Four of Cups. Some of you may be watching this video and kind of thinking, I don't really, this is the energy of not caring anymore, because maybe you've been dealing with this for some time. Again, it's like stuck energy here. Someone refusing to take action. You're in this energy, very emotional energy where, you're kind of numb to the whole situation. But you do have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a very unexpected and very happy new beginning. This is a new beginning full of blessings. So perhaps someone is kind of deciding that, yes, I do want to be with you. Yes, I do want to have an exclusive relationship. Or yes, I'm choosing you. This is something you've been waiting for. Okay, let's get a few more. Let's see what else comes up for you. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius for March 2020? Yeah, look at this. You've got the Two of Cups, which is romantic love. This is a soulmate energy. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. King of Wands. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. And the Magician. So, I mean, you definitely have it in you. I mean, one thing I can tell you here with the Magician, with the Two of Cups, if you're single, let's just start there. If you're single, you definitely want to take advantage of this, because the Magician, I mean, this is a major arcana of manifestation. You can make magic happen. So since this is a love reading, if what you want to manifest is this, a soulmate relationship, you definitely don't want to sit this out in the month of March, because I do see a fire sign here for you. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. So some of you could manifest the soulmate relationship with a fire sign. Again, if you're single, if you're already coupled, still what you're manifesting with the Magician is the soulmate relationship. And again, if this is someone maybe where this is an ex, it could be maybe you could manifest a new beginning, because I do see one here. You do have a new beginning, but if you're already coupled, this is maybe your spouse or someone you're in a long-term relationship with. Maybe you're having a lot of problems where you're fed up. 10 of Wands. You can manifest, you know, this soulmate connection again. That, you know, that close bond is still here. And this King of Wands can definitely represent either, you know, your partner, your ex, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. It can also be you if you have a moon or rising and a fire sign. Okay, let's go ahead and get a few more in the confirmation deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Aquarius as far as their love life for March 2020? You have the Hangman. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. The Five of Swords. Love reading for the sign of Aquarius for March. The Page of Pentacles. What's the most important thing that Aquarius needs to hear about their love life for March 2020? Temperance. So temperance is, you know, perhaps forgiveness for some of you. Perhaps you're having to forgive someone that has been keeping you waiting. Someone who betrayed you. You do have the Five of Swords, which can represent a betrayal, negative energy. This also is telling you to be patient. So some of you, I mean, you have this strong message, you know, 2 and 3 of Wands. You've been waiting for someone to maybe make a decision. This is telling you don't push anything to the extreme. So you actually have the Hangman here. And I had told you that, not that card, this one here. The Two of Swords is a lot like the Hangman. There's stuck energy around your love life. Someone's maybe refusing to make a decision. And this is, you know, not moving forward. I feel like some of you, like in the month of March, because you have this card with the Five of Swords, I feel like you're going to be looking at relationships that you feel are going nowhere. Someone that maybe keeps making excuses. If someone has been keeping you waiting, you're going to be reflecting, like, should I keep waiting for this person? Does this person truly love me? Are they really going to choose me? And you have the Five of Swords. So this does represent decisions that backfire. So some of you could be looking at a decision where you're either going to be with someone or you're not. So someone maybe that has been keeping you waiting could finally decide, yeah, I do want to be with you. I do want to have a relationship with you. And you still might be reflecting, like, can I really trust this person? Because there's stuck energy, especially with the Knight of Pentacles. There's been very slow progress with this person. But some of you can be hearing the truth, like, this is why I've been, you know, keeping away from you. This is why I've not been ready to move forward with the Page of Swords. I feel like you're going to be really looking at relationships that have been stuck in the month of March. And you're going to be deciding, like, am I going to continue to wait? Am I going to just kind of let go and meet someone else? I mean, I feel like you've had it with someone with the Ten of Wands. You've had it with someone dragging their feet. You've had it with someone who's had cold feet. And someone who has been refusing to make a decision. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the X spread. Okay, Aquarius, let's go ahead and see what's going on between you and your ex for March 2020. Aquarius and their ex for March. You have the Three of Pentacles. What's going on between Aquarius and their ex for March? The Fool. What's going on between Aquarius and their ex for March? Knight of Pentacles. Aquarius and their ex for March. The Sun. Aquarius and their ex for March. You have the Queen of Cups, Jump. Aquarius and their ex for March. The Four of Cups, which was also in the first spread. Aquarius and their ex for March. Page of Swords, which was also in the first spread. Aquarius and their ex for March. The Four of Wands. Aquarius and their ex for March. And Death. Okay, so let's see what you have going on here. I mean, you have the Sun here. The Sun does represent success, positive energy. This represents love. So no matter what has been going on between you and your ex, you do have a chance in the month of March to fix things. You do have, you know, a new beginning here. And the Fool is a major arcana of taking a giant risk. Some of you, perhaps if the relationship ended really badly, maybe you don't know if you want this person back. I mean, that first reading I just did for you, there was some strange energy there with, the Four of Cups, which to me, it's right here as well. Kind of represents that maybe you don't care anymore. You've given up hope. I feel like some of you, maybe you've given up hope of saving a relationship, and in this case, getting back together with an ex. But there is a new beginning here. It doesn't have to be over. You also have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is a relationship continuing to move forward. This could be a proposal to get back together. Also, the Queen of Cups jump for you. This is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Male or female, Sun, Moon, or Rising. It can also be you if you have a Moon or Rising in a water sign. But usually, with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups, they come up when someone is in a very emotional place. And you have had the Four of Cups come up 2 times now. Again, I feel like some of you, maybe you've given up hope on your ex. Like you feel like it's just, they're refusing to make a decision, or they're just not returning. I feel like you might be in a place where, you're just kind of numb and you don't care. But you do have, you still have relationship energy here. You have the Four of Wands, which is commitment. There can still be stability. And the Four of Wands is down here with death. And death can represent the sign of Scorpio, but this is a huge change in the whole situation with your ex. Something is there in the month of March where like something dramatic could change. And again, because it's right next to the Four of Wands, there can be a huge change in the relationship with your ex. It's just, there has to be honesty. And this card was also in the first spread, the Page of Swords. This represents very honest communication, like someone just telling you the complete truth, even though some of it may be painful, hard to hear. That's what this card represents. And of course, you're being told there's a lot of work to do around the relationship with your ex, with your Pentacles. You have to work together. I feel like you could get back together in the month of March. And again, some of you might be seeing perhaps an ex return where maybe you had just not cared anymore because you feel like it's hopeless. That's what I get. Some of you may be thinking it's hopeless. Like it's just foolish to even think they would return. But something could change. With the Death card here and the Fool, there could be a very unexpected new beginning. Let me get a few more. Aquarius and their ex for March 2020. Yeah, look at this. You had the 2 and the 3 of Wands in the first spread. I feel like some of you may not care because you've been waiting for so long. Aquarius and their ex for March. The Queen of Swords, that would be you. Aquarius and their ex for March. Temperance, also in the first spread. So some of you, I feel like you keep getting Temperance because I feel like this is just telling you not to be patient, because I feel like some of you, you've been waiting like long enough. You don't want to hear be patient. But I feel like this is telling you that don't give up. Because I feel because you've gotten this card right here 2 times, the Four of Cups, and in fact, I'm looking at it right here. Some of you are thinking as far as your ex, you know what, it's not going to happen. I don't really care either way because they're not going to come back. But again, with this combination down here, the Four of Wands and Death, you can see a huge change in the month of March. Although I'm saying March, but remember with card readings and even psychic readings, there's no way to predict timing. There are, but that would be kind of a different reading. I do kind of like time frame reading sometimes when people ask me when will I meet someone or something like that, when will I get married. But this is just telling you, I feel like, you keep getting Temperance because this is telling you to not give up, that maybe it's a matter of timing. Because I feel, you're surrounded here by, this message of patience and waiting. There's a delay around a relationship. This is not a message telling you that it's over. It's just telling you that you're reconciling with your ex. It's on hold for now. Because I feel like there is a type of weird, decision that has to happen around you and your ex. There's something there maybe that's blocking it. There's stuck energy. I see you waiting here, and you're being told here, like, be patient. Don't do anything extreme, because I feel like some of you, like, perhaps you've given up hope on reuniting with this person. Okay, let me get a few more from the confirmation deck. Aquarius and their ex for March 2020. Yeah, you have the 2 of Cups, which you also had in the first spread, which this is a soulmate connection, a soulmate bond. Aquarius and their ex for March. The 3 of Swords. Yeah, this is very painful energy. This is whatever it is that broke you up. Aquarius and their ex for March. The Knight of Wands. So, with these 3 cards, kind of an interesting story because I feel like you have a very close bond, with your ex. This is, romantic love, a soulmate connection, a bond, an emotional bond you've never felt with anyone else. But there was a breakup. There's something very painful here with the Three of Swords. Or perhaps you're hurting that this person is not coming back or refusing to make a decision. But here you go. You have movement here with the Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands is someone who is determined to win you back. This is someone who is determined to see change in a relationship. Someone who is even kind of pushy, like, no, I'm not going to give up on you. For some of you, maybe this isn't maybe what you need to hear. This is what I was telling you with the Temperance card. Maybe not necessarily telling you to be patient, but telling you not to give up. Because with this energy here, you're giving up. You don't care anymore. And in the first spread, you also had the Ten of Wands. It was right in the center of the reading. And the Ten of Wands, in fact, it's right here. The Ten of Wands is not caring anymore. It's just like I give up because, I've waited long enough. Again, you had 2 and 3 of Wands in the first spread. And now you have the 2 of Wands surrounding your energy. So this, for some of you, this can be perhaps that your ex is going to be trying to win you back, but it could also be that you need to kind of see that, there is possible success here as far as a reunion with your ex. There can still be a new beginning. I still see commitment here with the 4 of Wands. I still see a long-term relationship. And again, with death here, like there can be a dramatic change in the whole situation with your ex. Let me get a few more. What else does Aquarius need to hear about their ex from March 2020? You've got the Emperor, Aquarius, and their ex for March. Yeah, here's that 2 of Swords again. This was also on the first spread. Aquarius and their ex for March. The 9 of Cups. So again, there is stuck energy. The 2 of Swords 2 times. The Hangman. It's like something is refusing to change. This has you in a really frustrated place. And it can be that, perhaps they're refusing to make a decision about your relationship. But I feel like as soon as, they know what they want, and that could definitely happen in the month of March, you have the Emperor here. This is someone who is taking back their life, their power, knowing, that, I'm going to take charge. I'm going to take control of my love life. Once that person does that, you do have the 9 of Cups. This is your wishes being fulfilled. This is the wish card. Your wish is being fulfilled as far as having your ex back. This also is being extremely happy to the point of being giddy. Like you've gotten exactly what you wanted. I just feel like there's something highly complicated around a relationship with the ex where, there's someone who's refusing to take action or make a decision. And this can definitely be because maybe there's someone else in the picture. Or maybe, your relationship is complicated. Maybe you live in different, maybe this is a long distance relationship. I just feel like there's more to it with the 2 of Swords. There's something very difficult and complicated where it's not so easy to make a decision. Let me get a few more. Actually, I'm going to put them right over those cards. Aquarius and their ex for March. Yeah, you're being told trust your intuition. You have the High Priestess. You know what's going on here. Aquarius and their ex for March. The Wheel. Aquarius and their ex for March. The 5 of Swords, which you also had. You also had the 5 of Swords. I'm pretty sure you had this in the first spread. I think it was from the confirmation deck. So, again, you're being told here, trust your intuition. I do see, movement here. You've got the Wheel. This is a card of destiny. Things changing for the better. And it can be that for some of you, because you got the 5 of Swords. And the 5 of Swords can be a decision coming back to haunt you. And, that is exactly what I was telling you with, not this card. Actually, you know what? It was this card, Temperance, right here. Some of you, maybe you've gotten to the point where you don't care anymore. You've given up hope. It could be a very unwise decision to kind of be in that mind frame where you just don't care anymore. Perhaps some of you could, decide to let this person go in the month of March. You might move on with someone else. You might cut this person off. Again, with the 5 of Swords, this is a decision that comes back to haunt you. You look back and think, I never should have done that. Because these cards are positive, telling you trust your intuition. There will be a change for the better. There will be a movement. But there could also be a decision that you'll regret. And that decision, for some of you, I feel like if you give up, you might look back and think, wow, this person still cared and I moved on. Or I told them I didn't love them anymore and I shouldn't have done that. Because there's just a message here. Again, your energy, the Queen of Swords, with the 2 of Wands. Like it's not over. There's just a delay around your relationship. You're being told here, be patient. And don't do anything extreme. Okay, let me get you a card from this Love Oracle right here. It's this one right here, and let's see what comes up for you. What else does Aquarius need to hear about the person that they love for March 2020? What else does Aquarius need to hear about the person that they love for March 2020? What else does Aquarius need to hear about the person that they love for March 2020? What else does Aquarius need to hear about the person that they love for March 2020? Okay, I feel like this card right here. Destiny. Excuse me. So some of you, again, you might be feeling like, you know, this person has kept me waiting long enough. I've been through enough pain. And I feel like some of you are kind of on the fence as far as like, you know what, I should probably just move on. They're not going to come back. Some of you, you know, definitely, I feel like some of you are thinking that in the month of March, but this is telling you that you have unfinished business with this person, with your ex. I mean, Destiny is telling you that there is still a connection to this person. You've had the Two of Cups 2 times, which is a soulmate connection. I feel like here, perhaps, you know, maybe there was meant to be, you know, kind of a temporary break in your relationship, a temporary, you know, parting of ways for someone to figure things out, maybe to see what you really have together. I feel like Destiny is definitely telling you that there's still unfinished business between you and your ex. This is all a matter of you. Like, don't do anything extreme, because remember, you also have the Five of Swords here. Some of you could let go of this person, move on, get involved with someone else, and then think, you know, I shouldn't have done that. Because if you do that, you might look back and you might hear this person really did care. They were thinking of you and you moved on, and now it's too late. Okay, Aquarius, this has been your love reading for March 2020. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll speak to you again next month.